I think it just shows what the future of the game is going to look like, and the fact that
it also shows the future of what popularity means.
And look, as far as influencers and blah blah blah, you hate influencer and this is becoming. They're more famous than some of these players,
bro. If you say, "Oh, influencer," as soon as you say that, you dusty.
Okay, so the next thing I want to get to is the Sidemen charity match. Anybody see this?
This thing was a full-blown spectacle.
This was a hit, bro. This was one of the most. This game was more viewed than most just football matches anywhere, dude.
By a lot,
dude. The Sidemen. Who are Sidemen?
Sidemen are KSI and like his friends.
Yeah, and so KSI is what exactly? I'm a little out of touch.
He used to be a FIFA gamer.
Yeah, because I've seen
massive
him on
gooner.
He got kicked off Twitch. He did something, right?
Maybe. I don't think he did get kicked off Twitch. He's too big for that.
Yeah. He's
also put out music. Now he's like legitimately a rapper. He did a song with Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Like legitimately.
Right.
Like has bars.
I'm not aware. Okay.
He's also owner of Prime, the water. The energy drink. It's not an energy drink. It's
one of the Paul.
Logan Paul.
Or Jake Paul.
That
I saw.
One of the Pauls. And they're the official sideline drink of Arsenal.
Wow.
Like, this dude is no joke. This dude started as a FIFA gamer that screamed a lot and has developed his career. He's a multi-millionaire, owns mansions. That said,
YouTuber, rapper, songwriter, boxer.
Yes, that's right. He boxed. He's also jacked. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm trying to get my friend to hook up with him. Whatchamacallit? Like, this is no joke. So they've done these charity matches before. Hashtag United is an official club now. It started as one of these. Yeah. This is like another step forward in the direction of new media, which is kind of weird to call it new media because really we should be calling the other thing old media. Things like linear TV, things like radio, terrestrial radio.
Things like saying your name at the beginning of a show.
You took my punchline. That was my third one. Things like intros. But great job, man.
Maybe if KSI would introduce himself, I would know who he was.
Yeah, that's what it is. You've watched a million videos, but you're like, who is this gentleman that keeps screaming over FIFA?
Okay.
But yeah, so they're huge. So they do these charity matches. They used to do them in Wembley. I'm not sure what stadium this is.
It feels like, it was a big stadium. This was in Charlton Athletic Stadium.
Yeah.
I saw the ticket somebody posted.
And look, some of these guys grew up in England, so they've got some real skills. Right. Mini Minter, you know who that guy is, right?
No idea.
He's probably the most famous YouTuber in the world for the thing he does. I think it's, what's the one where it's blocks you build? World of Warcraft?
No, that's Minecraft.
Minecraft. I think he's a Minecraft guy, and I think he's the number one Minecraft guy ever.
The main thing, people are explaining.
No, but apparently he's like legitimately a footballer.
Right. So, and I just wanted to. So, as far as what was popping up on my feed, pretty much on every social media app, was this dude, IShowSpeed,
an American,
who I've seen a bunch, and I started seeing him pop up on TikTok more.
I saw him because he did the fireworks in his house and almost burnt his house down.
I saw that, but after I saw the other him talking, because he did the I think he would do watch-alongs or react or he would play FIFA.
He screams a lot. This seems to be the way.
The screaming, people are big fans of the screaming, and I think we're doing it all wrong. We're not screaming enough.
Bro, you want to do intros? We should just be starting the show.
So, but I want to play this because this is...
Yo, Grimsy in the chat, bro.
Hey, Grimsy, what's good?
What's good? Check out Grimsy's TikTok if you haven't. This dude does 10 rules of shirts I've seen today on the subway.
And you know why? Grimsy does not say his name ever.
No, he don't need to. He knows the rules. We got 10 seconds, baby.
Okay, but so this kid, IShowSpeed, he's a young kid. I see, he's obviously very loud, very boisterous. He loves Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He
must not have Googled his name.
he does the he had that audio clip that went viral of him saying Ronaldo, Suey, so whatever.
He does that as a joke, like he knows,
right. But I don't know how good he is, but this is a highlight video that was put together, so we can look at it and react to it a little bit. Look, does he have all the skill in the world? Not really, but the
kid's all heart. The kid's all heart and studs.
He just threw himself with a dangerous ass slide tackle.
Just a bunch. Look at this.
A bunch. I mean, this was, he was aggressive.
He also scored wild offside and celebrated. He also took the shirt away from a streaker.
A streaker. Somebody ran onto the pitch, held up a messy shirt.
But he was wearing a GoPro on his chest.
Right.
Looked like a cop body cam, you know? And
we see a handball here. He's not super coordinated.
This clearly wasn't the sport he grew up with.
right.
He's very athletic.
But very athletic, yeah, without a doubt. I think people were intimidated by him mainly because they didn't want like a 2 foot to the chest.
Yeah. Which is what you do, right? You know that thing of like when you go to jail, you punch the biggest guy day one? That's what he did. He slid tackled KSI. He said, "This your thing? Swamp, take you out."
This is what the British think Americans play soccer like. You know what I mean? Like this is, but he had a couple really like. Look, I've never played in a league where you were allowed to slide tackle. So
Luke Sturgio said, "Christian, I'm sorry, you sound like a middle-aged white man trying to understand his kids' YouTube interests." Who are these 4 guys in a locker room? Glasses down at the end of your nose.
Sure. Look, I think at some point we're all gonna age out of stuff. I think I'm perfectly fine with that.
Christian's like, "Well, I wouldn't be so against you using the computer in the living room if they would just introduce themselves."
So no, this is part of this makes me happy. The fact that there's look, this game had at one point I think something like 2.2 to 2.5 million viewers. Concurrent viewers.
It's not like over time a bunch of 12-year-olds watched it 3 times,
right,
and got them to 2.5. At one point, there were 2.5 million individual people staring at their screens as this game was happening.
Right. So this is
the All-Star game.
100%.
You guys said you wouldn't enjoy an All-Star game. This is it. The problem is you just can't use professionals.
I get that, but as far as the spectacle of it all,
right?
This is, this is something to like really respect. You would hope that in the U.S. a game like this could occur, and I mean, they apparently raised £1 million for a charity.
Huge.
That is unreal.
That's so heavy.
That is something to be like incredibly right. Wow. Yeah. Great.
No.
Charlie, come in here. We might need.
Charlie's like, "No, man. You guys gotta cut that shit." He takes the boxes back. He's like, "Nah, y'all getting these tomorrow."
So, I think it's something to be incredibly. I think it just shows what the future of the game is going to look like, and the fact that
it also shows the future of what popularity means.
And look, as far as influencers and blah blah blah, you hate influencer this is becoming they're more famous than some of these players,
bro. If you say, "Oh, influencer," as soon as you say that, you dusty. You just don't get it, bro.
So the one thing is,
I'm on Euphoria.
This is my one gripe, I guess, with speed and the whole spectacle of it all. Because part of me genuinely feels, and this is maybe as a comic, maybe as a person of color, I'm just like, are they, as an American, I'm like, are they like laughing with him
or at
him, and it might
all
be
of YouTube doesn't care. If you laugh at us, put it in the chat, hit the like button. We don't care.
It is I'm not here to do a think piece on the whole thing.
Yeah,
but it is a little bit like I think, and just from a footballing perspective, I think the British. They're not threatened by somebody like Speed because he's like a silly American doing silly. He's like, he's
a caricature. It's a What's like a sideshow act.
Right. Yeah. And it's like they don't genuinely care about his like footballing opinions.
I don't think anyone here has anyone that actually genuinely cares about. No one on that pitch. People don't generally care about their footballing opinion. Right. They are all, and I'm gonna say this is gonna sound like I'm being disrespectful, and I'm not. They're all caricatures. It's like, you're the guy who does blank. You're the guy who does blank. Yeah. You're the guy who screams and runs a lot and sounds super American when you're talking about sports. Like you said, Ronaldo, Sue, or whatever.
Suey.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're all things you do that sort of, they're like catchphrases. Like, this is the thing you do. This is
wrestling almost, yeah.
So to some degree, like, no one there is really getting a ton of respect anyway. You know
Joe
what
Whitlock
I mean?
said, "I show Speed is greater than Wan-Bissaka."
It might be, and I love it.
But that was a very common joke too. A lot of people were saying like, "Oh, this player is better than Harry Maguire," or blah blah blah. Or and that's the fun of it all, like the ridiculousness of it. But I don't know. I think the bigger picture, at least for me, what I think about is like that there is a way to have a career and make money in being a little. It's not about not self-aware, but like making fun of yourself at the entertainment of others.
It's no different than someone who does like Chris Farley, who would be like, he was very famous for saying like, oh, everybody laughs when the fat guy falls.
Right.
So he kind of did it to himself. I mean, there's a lot of questions about mental health.
Yeah, it ended very poorly.
Yeah. No, and by the way, it will for most people who do that. You know what I mean? It's like not an easy way of going through life is being the butt of the joke. You know what I mean? So there certainly is questions about that. But
a nice Cobra said was a little minstrel showing to me, minstrel show-ish.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's
but if Speed doesn't care about that, then should we?
I don't know if care is the right word.
That is the word I use, though.
It sounds,
if he doesn't care about
look, I'm not putting that much emotional investment in it. I make your money, do your thing. I mean, it is truly incredible. He's literally one of the most famous people on the internet right now, especially
and relatively new.
Yeah. So
he just started screaming a couple years ago.
Literally, I don't want anybody to perceive this as some sort of hate, but there is some sort of cultural significance of the things of whatever you do, what I do and put out into the world.
Christian and a dashiki showing up to speak, like, nah, my brother.
Put my hats on, put my
Your kufi on. Nah, my brother, this ain't the way forward, my G.
Okay, call me Dr. Umar Polanco. Okay.
Tell your wife, not now, don't come in the room.
Because so and the minstrel show, I'm not even necessarily saying it's a race thing, but of a soccer knowledge thing.
It is a
for
very
the English, it's like these comical Americans. They don't know the game and they're just bouncing around out there.
Yeah. There is a very dance for us.
Yeah,
American.
so that part of it, they love that. But as far when we say something positive about Christian Pulisic, it's these damn Americans don't know anything about this damn sport.
They're gonna ruin it. They want a shot clock.
But if we put Alexis in an extra small kit out there and running around,
doing the running man, I mean, it's a sensation.
Okay, and you're gonna be like, yo, these Americans, that's so funny.
Oh God, they're just here for our enjoyment, aren't they?